Well, welcome and a beautiful evening to you wherever you are tonight. Maybe you're in traffic, headed home. Maybe you're just lying in your bed, you're just scrolling through your phone, or maybe you're just sitting quietly. You just want to listen to what I have for you tonight. I'm glad you're here with me. It's Tuesday night, and you already know what that means. It's time for the unspoken truth, and tonight we are asking again, which way Nigeria? Right here on the People's Dial, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you join me tonight. I'm your host, your radio nighttime partner, and my name is Diola. Now, you and I both know the unspoken truth isn't just a radio show. I say it every time and I'll keep saying it. This is our space where we talk about the issues, the matters that are too important to leave unspoken. And on Tuesdays like this, every Tuesdays, we ask that one big question: which way Nigeria? Which way? We keep asking that question on the show. We talk about those societal issues affecting us and suggest possible solutions. And of course, it's that platform for those real, uncomfortable but necessary conversations about who we are as a people and where we are headed. So which way Nigeria? Which way? But I say this, of course, it's not just about politics or the economy. It's something far more personal. This is about you, it's about me, and it's about all of us. And so your voice, your contribution to the conversation tonight truly matters. Somewhere in Nigeria tonight, a mother is crying because her son hasn't come home. Somewhere else, a bright university student just took one more pill. Just one more pill, thinking it will help him read better or probably forget a painful memory. And somewhere near you, a young girl is selling something that can destroy her. And that's why we're here tonight on the Unspoken Truth, to talk, to listen, and to ask the hard questions. Because drug addiction isn't just about numbers. It is a story playing out in our streets, our homes, and maybe even closer than we think. So, you're listening to me tonight, you can hear my voice. Pull your chair closer, call a friend, and let's have this conversation this night. And once again, welcome to the Unspoken Truth Tuesday edition, titled Which Way Nigeria? On the show tonight, like I said earlier, we are facing one of the most dangerous and quiet battles in our homes, our schools, our communities. This issue I'm talking about, drug addiction, I don't want you to see it as their problem kind of thing. No, it is also our problem. You want to know why? I'll tell you why tonight. This particular issue is that kind that can steal away the future of a whole generation if we look away. I said it already. I said it is bigger than numbers. It's about our young people, about our families, and the future we are building together. That brother who suddenly just changes, that daughter who becomes a stranger in the house, your neighbor, you're seeing that neighbor just wasting away their lives before your eyes. we see these things on daily basis, and it's just so sad. There's even this Yoruba adage that says, how do they say it? They say, aja ton rie ton juru to wa rie to bere si ni gbo o mu fura dani. Of course, by interpretation, it means a dog that usually wags its tail at you but suddenly starts barking. There is definitely an issue somewhere. So the whole point of this now is, of course, you give birth to your child. You know your child better than any other person. You know someone who is close to you. You know when you've interacted with a particular person countless times. You can easily tell when there is a sudden change. You can tell. So you will notice that this person is no longer as lively as they used to be, or this child, he's acting funny, she's acting funny. You already know that there is something going on. So your duty is to find out the issue before it gets out of hand, because changes in behavior don't happen for nothing. No, it doesn't happen like it just happened. No, they would have been showing little signs. And so you, as someone that has that advantage, has to find out what the problem is so that you can be able to correct that situation. Sad to say, some people, I feel heartbroken right now, because some people don't even have the opportunity of redeeming themselves. So you find out what happened, what the issue is, and then you can correct it. I have a lot to unpack for you tonight on the show, trust me. So I want you in this conversation, and tonight we are not just talking about drugs. We are talking about lives that matters so much to us as Nigerians. So I want you to call in, send us a message on the WhatsApp line. That's 0817-175-6338, or you want to call the studio line 0700 903 903 903, or you can call 08036929933. Remember that the studio lines will be open very soon. Shortly it will be open, and you can join us live on YouTube. You can join the live stream right now on YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. But let's get into tonight's issue. I know you already have an idea of what we're talking about, and it's very, very serious. It is. Drug addiction is not a child's play. And if I'm being honest with you, you see, tonight's topic, I don't know where to start from, but I'll start from somewhere. It really breaks my heart so much, because it cuts across every age, every class, every street corner, no one is excluded. And we keep asking, which way? What has drug addiction done to the bright minds of our children, our youth? People who are supposed to be leaders of tomorrow. How? And now I don't even want you, I've said it before, I really don't want you to see this as their problem. It is our problem. It's a societal problem. Because think about it very well. It affects you. It affects you too. You know that very well. It does. I don't have to spell it out. And that's why I brought it to us tonight, so we can talk about it. Let's face it, drug addiction is no longer, under the bridge problem, or just having a rough neighborhood story. It's now in schools. Like, I'm not talking about university alone now. From primary schools, secondary schools, every platform, every institution of learning, it's in our estate, even in offices, even in place of worship. Hey! Every day, in every Nigerian city, Dreams are dying. You want to know why? Not even from bullets or sickness, but from tiny pills, drugs, sweet syrups. And if we don't face it now, tomorrow may be too late. So which way, Nigeria? From those everyday medicines now being misused by our teenagers, they no longer follow prescriptions. So what am I even talking about? Prescription aside, they now abuse drugs. And the prescription pills that some of our drivers now have turned into their so-called ginger on the road. Ginger that can put a lot of lives in danger. Did you hear that? The ginger you are thinking, yes, is giving you vibe now so that you can drive fast, drive well on the road, is putting a lot of lives in danger. And there is even, dangerous chemicals that has destroyed families. When you take them, oh jeez, it's a really sad thing. And it's not just even happening in a particular place, different state. My people, the reality is looking at us straight in the eye. And like I said, it's not even about the drugs themselves now. It's about what they are doing to our families, our economy, our mental health, and our future as a nation. And while I was thinking about this whole thing, I asked myself, I said, how did it get this bad? How did we get here? Because if we're being honest, this problem didn't just start yesterday. It didn't just start yesterday. A lot of persons have talked about this. Still, we're still here. We're still here. Years ago, hard drugs were mostly linked to street gangs, international trafficking, right? But now, look at it. These days, social media makes it look like a lifestyle worth copying. Like a lifestyle to imitate. A lifestyle you can, okay, yes, now they are doing it, and me too. Some music we listen to, they paint it as a normal thing now. Yeah. You take drugs, abuse it. And peer pressure, my goodness, it's stronger than ever. Now, when you not even had unemployment, you had frustration with the current economy, depression is there, no proper counseling, you are on a straight road to trouble, straight road to disaster. And let's be honest, in those street joints, it's far too easy to get. Without early help or right guidance, this problem we're talking about just keeps growing. It keeps growing. So which way? There was one time we saw reports from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. They once reported that 1 in every 4 Nigerians between the ages of 15 and 64 has used an illicit drug. If you calculate it, do your mathematics, that's millions. 1 in every 4, 15 to 64 years of age. Millions of people that we're talking about. And if you walk through certain neighborhoods at night, yes, you walk through some particular places at night, areas, you see those small guys, you see them, you know what I'm talking about. You see those small gatherings now, those small spots. What do they even call it? They will call it joints now. Where drugs are sold and consumed openly. No longer in private. The times of hiding, of abusing these drugs in secret, it has even passed now. They do it openly, that yes, and there's nothing that is going to happen, right? That's their mindset. But is that the Nigeria we want for ourselves? Is that the Nigeria we're building? Giant of Africa. But let me ask you, listening to me right now, have you seen someone you know, probably a friend, a brother, a sister, a neighbor, go from being full of life, has a lot of dreams, to wasting themselves because of drugs? Or maybe you've even had that awkward moment. You know, there's one moment I will explain to you. You will know what I'm talking about. You know that moment where you're talking to a young child, not even a young child, could even be a youth self. You're talking to someone, and the next thing you just realize that the person I'm even talking to self is high. He does not even understand everything I'm saying, anything I've been saying. At 10 a.m. in the morning, when his peers are busy chasing their dreams. In fact, let me tell you this. You know, there is a situation where a 22-year-old, in a situation where a 22-year-old university student collapsed during a night party. You sent your child to university, collapsed during a night party after overdosing on a mix of drugs and, you know, alcohol. I don't want to mention names. We know the drugs I'm talking about. They mix everything together now. Yes, we'll feel better after taking it. It will boost our energy. They will give you different type of, you know, lies just to make you, just to push you into that pit. Now pit is pit. Yeah. Now his friends didn't rush him to the hospital immediately when he collapsed because they were scared of police trouble now. And guess what? That guy didn't survive it. Whose life is lost. Look at a young father, someone who is supposed to set a good example for his family, be a role model, someone, you know, your children will be proud to look up to. Sold his wife's jewelry and, you know, his children's clothes just to get the money for drugs. Not drugs to take care of yourself now, because you want to abuse drugs. You are addicted to it already. You can't stop. And so even when you don't have the money, you can do anything just to get that money to go and get the drugs you want to abuse, that you think it will make you feel better. And by the time his family found him, he's lying under the bridge of Lagos. Not to even talk about, you know, there's now this situation that is circulating round, where professionals are popping performance answers to meet work targets. Let me say it this way. You know, corporate workers now, 9 to 5 hours people. When I saw this particular one I want to talk about, when I even heard of the situation, I was like, since when? When did it get this bad? Corporate workers, they wear suits, put tie, wear jackets. Ladies will put on gown, because it's not even only limited to guys. Corporate workers abusing drugs just so they can be efficient at work. Isn't that an eyesore? Like, imagine yourself now as a person. You went to the bank. Probably you wanted to complain about something, or you want to make a deposit, you want to withdraw. Get into the bank. The person that is to, you know, attend to you, you now find out that this person is already high on drugs. This person is not even listening to you. This person is not even here. How does that sound? And the sad part is that many of them don't even realize that they are on that road to addiction, because it starts from somewhere, right? That's why, if you remember earlier, the first thing I said on the show was that you have to be conscious of the people around you, the people you claim you love, you care for. Because addiction is not just something that would just start overnight, right? Gradually you're seeing that this person is changing, this person, something is wrong, something is not adding up. There is a difference. Yes, They don't, many of them don't even realize that gradually they are moving into that pit of addiction. Many don't. And when we now talk about the leaders of tomorrow, our leaders, supposed leaders of tomorrow, we are not even sure what they want to lead. What do you want to lead now? And I'll tell you why. Because these are the same young persons whose mind are already being damaged by drugs today. Addiction, of course, has caused a whole lot of damage. It has led to a whole lot of, parents losing children, children losing parents. I mean, broken homes out there, a lot of them. This same addiction has caused more crime rates, because addiction most definitely pushes people into stealing, robbery, violence, a whole lot of things. That's why it still affects you as a person, as Nigerian. There is even mental health crisis. We've had cases of depression, psychosis, paranoia, schizophrenia, all worsened by substance abuse. Psychosis now, doctors will explain that is when someone loses touch with reality. They'll just keep hearing voices that are not there, see things that don't exist, and they'll just believe strange ideas with no evidence. They don't know what they are doing. They can't see reality. They can't. Paranoia is an extreme irrational fear that people are, you just have the ideology that people are out there to harm you. You would have seen these things. You'll see them. And that's why most times when they're already addicted to those drugs, you see some set of people that they just love to be indoors. They don't like to come outside again. They just stay one place because they already have, that drug has affected their mental health to think that people are out there to harm them. A lot of things I can't even start explaining. And like I said, even these hard drugs overstimulate their brains. It damages their brain, and it brings out these mental health problems that were hidden. They were on their own, but you keep abusing drugs, and I'm just here to ask. I've come to ask, which way, Nigeria? Which way? And this is not just time to point fingers at, the NDLEA, the government, or the police. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these people have no hand in this or they've done their best so far. But what we want to know is the way forward. What is the way forward really? And this evening, like I said, is just going to be a you and I conversation. What to you is the real cause of drug addiction, drug problem in Nigeria? Is it poverty? Is it peer pressure, bad parenting, or something else? And what solution do you suggest? A lot might be the reason for this problem, but aside the real cause you think it might be, we want to advise these people that are already in it, and people that they are not in it, but still emphasize that they must not go into it. We need solutions, because we can't keep going on this way. And so, to be a part of this conversation, you can reach us on 0700 903 903 903, or connect with us via our WhatsApp line 0817 175 6338. Like I said, you can as well join us live on YouTube right now at Voice of the People 90.3 FM to share your thoughts and opinions with us. And we'll still open the phone lines for public opinion, giving you that platform, to share your truth, your suggestions, what you think about this whole thing I've been saying on the show. But we'll take a quick music break, and then I'll come to you, Nigeria. Yes, I'll leave you with the voice of Sonny Okosu, titled Which Way Nigeria. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back. Well, welcome back from that music break. I always say every time on the show that there's no how you listen to that Sonny Okosun, Which Way Nigeria, and it won't wake something inside of you every single time. Because in fact, every time I play that song on the show, I'll always pause to ask that what truly is the way for us Nigerians, and that's the more reason why I'm here. That's the more reason why I'm in the studios tonight. Alright, you're tuned into Voice of the People 90.3 FM. In case if you're just joining us, you just tuned in. This is the Unspoken Truth, and you're listening to our Tuesday edition, Which Way Nigeria. My name is Diola, your radio nighttime partner. Well, before the break, we've been talking about drug addiction, a big societal issue, not just even as an health issue right now, but as a societal time bomb. Yeah, because if we lose the minds of our young people, of course we lose our future. And like I've been saying on the show, the sad part of it is that it is getting more and more and more and more and more rampant. You've seen it. Yes, you can tell me you've not. We've all seen it. A promising young person just wasting their lives. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. You send, like, okay, in a household now, the father and the mother, or even if it's just a single mother now, or a single father, you sat down, thought left and right, decided to use the whole family money. Let me send my child to school now, yes, so that when he becomes somebody tomorrow, he will take me out of this place, he will make me proud, he will do this, she will do that. You sent them to school to study, to become a hero. Now, all the money you sent to them while they are in school, they use all that money on drugs. They use the money, feeding allowance, sweat that you strived for back at home, they will use it on drugs. Abi, like I said, the father that is supposed to be the head of the house, Abi, even mothers now that are supposed, your children are supposed to be able to look up to you as someone they want to imitate, as someone they would love to be when they grow up. Instead, the money that you're supposed to use to cater for your family now, or invest in business safe, you will waste it on drugs. Or even that neighbor you are seeing passing by every morning, every night, you see them wasting their lives. Now, the what's more annoying about all of this now is that they will still use money. These people I'm talking about, they will still use money, go and look for money again to treat themselves for the drugs they are abusing. You've not heard of that? By the time they are addicted to those drugs, they can't stop, or even they just started safe, they will still look for money that is supposed to do other things for them. They will still look for money to treat themselves for drugs that they've abused. And let me tell you a more painful truth on the show tonight. Every addict you see out there is someone's child. A mother will carry her baby for 9 months, breastfeed that baby, and then that child becomes a drug addict. Do you know what that means? Every life lost to drugs is a dream Nigeria will never see fulfilled. And that's why I thought, and I said, no, we must talk about this on the show tonight. Of course, every Tuesdays, you know how we do it. We table those societal issues here. We'll discuss and propose solutions. The way out of all of those issues. And can I tell you tonight, drug addiction, we never knock on the door before it enters a home. No, it will not tell you I'm about to enter. It will slip in quietly like a thief at night. And by the time you even notice, it's already, it would have damaged families, tear lives apart. Like I said, you just see youth, sudden changes, child, sudden changes. Hey. In fact, this is coming from your Radio United partner. This is me saying this now to you from a place of love. Parents, fathers and mothers listening to me right now, don't be far. Don't be far. Never from your children, no. Never. Because the fact is, we cannot build the dream. We cannot build the Nigeria we dream of if the minds of our young people are changed by drugs. But the big question still tonight is, what is the real cause of this issue, drug addiction? What exactly has brought about this issue? Is it poverty? Because some people say there's no money now, but when we take those drugs, it will make us forget that there's no money. We'll just go and sleep. When we take those drugs, it helps us feel better. And that we want to know. Or is it peer pressure? My friend is doing it, let me do. Shebi daddy this is doing it now, nothing has happened to him. Me too, I can do it now. Is it social media influence? Is it bad parenting? Is it even unemployment? We can't, there's no job now, we are idle. Or the fact that we don't even talk about it enough at homes, schools, churches. What solution do we propose? Well, I know you might even be thinking right now, or you are even saying it, Diola, we don't have addicts in our family or something. Or you're even saying, Diola, this one you brought, I think it's not for us, so we'll wait for relationship talk tomorrow. But can I tell you something? It could be anybody. It could be your friend. It could be someone you know. It could be your neighbor. See, it could be anybody at all, anybody. You don't even have to know them. It could be anybody. And that's why your advice to these people this night is very important. Like, there might be a mother whose son is currently battling with this drug addiction thing we are talking about, and she might have lost all hope, thinking that there's nothing she can do. But your words on the show can be a reviver. It can be a lifesaver to such persons listening to us right now. So, which way, Nigeria? Well, I've said a lot. I've mentioned it. I've said it to this side. I've said it to that side. But still, I want to hear from you. And now is the time. Like I said, it's a conversation for all of us. I can even see some people calling already. Yeah, the studio line is hot already. But you can send your opinions to the studio WhatsApp portal. And trust me, I can't wait for you to be a part of this conversation, of this talk. And as you're listening, wherever you are, you're asking, how do I be a part of the show? The numbers to call are 0700 903 903 903, or you can call us on 08036 929933. Remember that you can also join us via the studio WhatsApp line 0817 175 6338. You can even join me live right now on YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I want to hear from you right after this break. It won't be long at all. My name is Diola, and you're listening to Which Way Nigeria on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Stay with us. Well, if you check the time from the studios of Voice of the People 90.3 FM, it's exactly 20 minutes past the hour of 11. Welcome back to Which Way Nigeria. I'm Diola, your radio nighttime partner, and on tonight's episode of Which Way Nigeria, we've been talking about, a deadly issue. Yeah. We've been talking about the deadly drug addiction and, what it has done to our society, what it has done to our community, and by extension, our country, Nigeria. Well, it's time to come to the court of public opinion. And to hear from you, what is the real cause of this issue? Drug addiction. I've said it. Is it poverty? Is it peer pressure, social media influence, bad parenting, or something else entirely that I'm not even saying? Well, you can share that with us on the show this night. And most importantly, we want to know the solutions, the way out of this issue, how we can, make our youth come back to, life, chase dreams, be representatives of the giants of Africa we are talking about. Yes, so what solutions do you propose for this particular societal issues? Well, the studio lines are open right now. 0700, because I want to get your thoughts, of course. 0700 903 903 903, or you want to call 080 36929933. Well, a message just dropped in on the WhatsApp line saying, please can you send me the number, the phone line? Well, I'm doing that already and I'll do it again. And we go 0700 903 903 903, or you want to call 080 36 929933. Remember that you can send us a message via the WhatsApp line 0817 175 6338. You can as well drop your opinions via the YouTube channel right now at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Let's talk about this. Who is my first caller? Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
This is Patrick speaking.
This is who?
Okay.
Okay, good evening to you. Welcome to the program.
Good evening to you.
Yeah.
How's the work going?
Yeah, work is going very well. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm following your program. You're talking about a drug addiction.
Yes.
Anyway, I just want to talk about myself. I need advice. I'm not into drugs anyway, but I'm addicted to something.
Sorry, I can't get you very well. You're saying what?
I need that advice.
You need an advice.
Yes, I'm addicted to something, but it's not a drug.
It's not drug?
Yeah.
You want to share that thing you're addicted to?
Yeah, I want to share it with you. You can advise me.
You said what?
I said I want to share it so that you can advise me.
Well, can we keep that for Thursday's program?
Yes, no. I don't mind.
All right. So you can send it to the WhatsApp line, and of course we'll bring it to the show and talk about it. And then, everybody can, advise you on what exactly to do. You understand? Because tonight is particularly for drug addicts. Do you get me?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll call the WhatsApp line so you can put it somewhere, and then
Yeah, I have the WhatsApp line already.
All right. That will be better. So you just send it to the WhatsApp line, and then on Thursday we bring it to the show.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Good night. Well, she has something, I'll say something bothering her, but is not going to work for today's program because we need her advice for the drug addicts, people who are addicted, they've abused drugs. That is what we're talking about on the show tonight. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to you.
My name is Aisha, calling from Songo.
Welcome to the program, Aisha. What can you say about what we're talking about tonight?
Yes, the one I think is the cause is the lack of parental care.
Lack of parental care?
Yes, parents need to educate the children, monitor your children, the kind of friends they have. Because if you are not monitoring your children, their friends may mislead them.
Right. So it first starts with parents. Lack of parental care.
Yes, parents have a lot to do on the children. The parents don't just need only that, okay, you need to sleep. No, parents need to educate the children on their lifestyle so that they will be able to stand on their own, not depending on their friends or following what their friends are doing.
Thank you so much. So from you now, you
and
feel like
okay. Yes, pressure group.
Okay.
Pressure group. Yes, I think that's the second thing because it depends on the kind of friends you are with. Because when you ask your friend, for example, you saw that your friend sometimes you always, is strong and is overconfident. You now ask your friend that why are you are overconfident to do this, and the friend now tells you that because of the drug you was taking. If the person is not being careful, he will be addicted to the drug through what his friend said to him.
Aisha.
Yes.
Aisha, are you there?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Have you ever been in this particular situation you're talking about? Like maybe your friend trying to tell you that you should, use this drug or something. Have you been in that situation before?
No.
Okay, so you're just talking that, okay, fine, it might be lack of parental care and the fact that it might be peer pressure, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes, and also unemployment.
You said what?
Money and also unemployment as well.
All right, thank you.
Yes, that's the three things I think it caused drug addiction.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know what happened. I've been calling VOP studio line since last week Thursday. It was unable to connect.
We are sorry. We are so sorry about that. We'll take the blame. It might probably be, network or there's traffic on our line. So we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
You accept our apology,
okay.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Good night, ma. Good night.
Thank you so much. So coming from Aisha, she mentioned, I think 3 things: lack of parental care. She mentioned unemployment. She also mentioned peer pressure for her. Okay, let's see. Hello.
Hey, good evening.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Are you there?
Yes.
All right, good evening to you.
I'm
Okay, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Ali Motor.
All right, good evening.
Okay.
Welcome to the program. You can share with me what you think about what we're talking about tonight.
Just yes, I'm a language.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. I said, can you hear?
The network is breaking
Yes.
from your hand, please. I'm finding it, I'm struggling to hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
I will send it.
All right. You try reconnecting, right? Thank you so much. Please try to reconnect so you can share with us. Hello.
Hi, Della. Good evening to
Hi,
you.
good evening to you. Hello, I'm with you.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. Good
All right.
evening.
Good
You're doing a
evening.
great job over there.
Thank you so very much.
Oh well. This job, this topic you're talking about is a very, very deep one.
Right?
Unfortunately, now I am indirectly affected because I, when you were saying that our call advice or something would help people, would
Yes.
probably help people out of it, but I was nodding my head in disapproval because I don't know what you would say that will help someone that is already deep into
No,
drugs
no,
addiction.
no,
It's
no.
very difficult. It's way more than you
It's
just coming up to say it. Yes, you would talk, but it goes beyond just
and
talking.
it's not even about
Now I
just
have a younger
addicted.
brother, an immediate younger brother.
Okay.
I watched my younger brother go from a very quiet, cool-headed boy to all of a sudden, hey, it's my worst nightmare. Every day I pray for him, but I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't want to, what's the word now? I don't want to outrule the efficacy of prayers.
You don't
I
have to be
believe that
negative.
God
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah, you
What
don't have
I'm
to be
saying is that
optimistic.
it's a big problem. It's one of my major problems in life because my brother was not like this before. How did it begin? It began from peer pressure. Now, parents, your mother, your father cannot be everywhere with the child. You know, the most delicate part of a child's life is um, between that adolescent age,
Yes.
that jet age, that's your teenage age. Because a lot happens. Your parents can't stop you from mingling. Your parents cannot stop you from going to school. They can't stop you from being at places. You know all these things.
Right.
But I knew because I am very sensitive, and my mom, she's just, we were raised by a single mother, so she was always up and about trying to fend for the family and all that. And the environment we grew up in is a very porous environment, Only if you grow up in that environment and you do not go bad, maybe on training and you just trained yourself. Because out of everyone in the family, he was the only different person. And it's even the first male child. You see why I'm really, really pained.
Yes. Yes.
Now it began from a neighbor. Realized that this neighbor, his age was already into it. I knew, I sensed it, and he was close to my brother, and I was praying that God. I was always calling my brother, advising him. Even the one that started it, but it was already too late. This thing is something that once you test it, you'd keep moving deeper and deeper. It's like one fizzy drink. Whose name I wouldn't want to mention on her. This fizzy drink, there's something in that drink. When you take it, it's a very popular one, but If you take it, it looks like all your problems are gone at that point. I realized that each time I don't know, I started taking this thing. I would just, if I'll be somewhere, I'll be doing there. This thing will be calling me. When I stopped and I told myself, this is becoming an addiction. I don't want to take it any further. And I stopped. Back to my brother. Like play. I don't know. It tested marijuana. From there, up until I think he was 15 when he tasted this thing. I tried my best to stop him, but I couldn't help it. We would beat him, we would do things, he would stay away from the house. Now it has graduated to a point where he now takes colos. And that one now,
Can you help me with
he
something?
takes it. There's this way they stay, there's this posture that they stay in as if they're riding a bike. Even if you like, bring all the FC men in this world to sit them down. They will not sit until that thing, goes off their system. It's a terrible thing. It's very, I don't know what we will say on this platform, or I don't know if it is rehabilitation or what have you, but I think the major problem is in peer pressure. Another instance is a male child, a friend, the mother is hypertensive. They're just two for the mom, two boys. This guy, he has a very good stature, very brilliant. All of a sudden, the last time I traveled back to Ikorodu, I saw him. He was already mingling with people. I remembered my brother. I talked to him. I tried because he's older, slightly older, and we even share the same birth month. The mother is my friend. The last time I visited him now, this guy, if you see him, he has become a shadow of himself. I saw him, I could not walk past him because I remember the mother was heartbroken. He was staying in that same position my brother used to stay. I tried. People were making jest of him. On the road, I was on a bike. I alighted from the bike. I went to him. He saw me, he smiled. I tried to take him off the road. It was difficult for me, but I didn't leave him in that state. I did everything, and I stayed with him. I was there until this whole thing started leaving him gradually. When I told him, "Can I take you home? I will pay for the bike. I will take you home." He said, "No. But it's not that my mom is hypertensive. It will break her." This thing broke my heart. See, I can go on and on. I don't know, but it's peer pressure, 90%. Like, even if you don't want to do it, and again, the country we're living in is not a very good space. Something happened to me recently that felt really, really bad. I wish I was into drugs or something that could just knock me out and make me numb so I don't remember anything. So it's not really easy. So, but the number one thing, if you have a child, you can only do little as a parent and then back them up in prayers. But you see peer pressure, you see the people you associate with, you see the environment where you raise a child, it matters a lot. At this point, I would like to bring it to a close. I am helpless. My brother needs help. I have done everything. He needs help, but I pray that everyone who is battling one addiction or the other finds help and healing.
Amen. And trust that there will be solutions. There will be solutions that will be proposed on the program tonight. Well, let me take it from the top, the way she said it. This program is for everybody. That's why I said it affects you. Yes, as you're listening to me, don't say we don't have a date. It affects every single one of us. And like she said, she's like, people that are already addicted, what do you want to say that will actually change them? That's why we have this program. There is someone that is listening to me that knows that person that is currently battling with addiction. It's just so sad that she could not wait for me to say all of these things. There is someone listening. Yes, you're listening and I know this person. This person is already, addicted to. Let's hear from people. We will propose solutions on the show tonight. We'll talk about it. And yes, okay, you can do this, go to rehabilitation centers, do this one, do that one. Yes, a lot of things will come out. And then you pick 2, you pick 3, you pick 1, no matter how little. And then you can utilize it. Trust me, it will get better. And then, if you're calling on the show, please try not to mention the name of those drugs. If you follow me very well, you saw that I just kept saying drugs. I never mentioned any names. Please, we don't want to expose those names. Some people might be listening to us that are still underage. We don't want to do that. So please try not to mention the names of those drugs, and remember to tell me your name and where you're calling from. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. You are welcome. God will
you.
be your presence.
Amen. Amen in Jesus' name.
My name is Tunde from Iso.
Welcome to the program today.
This topic is brought. It's a great topic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Conflict. It depends where you are with your children.
Hello, Tunde. Can you hear me?
I hear you clear and louder.
Your network is breaking. Please. It's cracking. Yeah, it's cracking there.
It's still cracking now.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now. Let's go.
The first thing,
Yes.
the answer you are giving matter. If you want your child to be one of the best child in the world, don't be there at all. Run away from there. Many areas. When husband and wife are together, the only mother always never the life when and mother that's our mother. You see this drug abuse. In fact, when the students and you did either you are a Muslim or Christian, you did not know much. You will be people that are taking this drug up and down, and that thing will cause for you a friction. It's only God can save the children of nowadays. Wherever you like to live, when they want to do whatever they want to do, they will do it. Except the fear of God, if it is with them, that's how they will not near that place. I have a son in the university. When he was going, I called him. If you do anything that is wrong to the line of God, I will disown you. And that's what I do. I will just disown him immediately. That's it. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tunde, for sharing with us your opinion on the show. Well, I feel like there are a lot of measures that can be put in place, a lot of things that can be done to help these people and, to get better, right? Instilling the fear of God in them is one of it, like Tunde rightly said. Yes, we have to let them know this is what is right, this is what is wrong. And like even the previous caller said, there is this particular age range where it is important for parents to keep talking to their children, hearing from them. And it's just a whole lot of things, a whole lot. But beating a child, most culture will agree with me that beating a child might necessarily not even bring out that result you are looking for. It might not even help the situation. So there are a lot of other measures that can be put in place to help these people get better and save them from drug addiction that they are already into. Well, let's take some messages from the WhatsApp portal. This one is okay, there is no name, but I'll just read it, saying that, well, for me, I think that people that are addicted to drugs started from a younger age, and I think that their parent didn't do better. Okay, I think that's what this person is trying to say. Their parent didn't do better. For such people already addicted, they should take them to rehabilitation centers. Thank you so much. Well, you didn't tell us your name or where you're texting from. Let me call the number. I'm just saying a message, but I feel like I should do this before we continue taking more calls, because of course we still have a lot of calls coming in from the studio lines. The numbers you can call, you can try 0803692 9933. You can as well call this particular WhatsApp number you're using to text us. Hello, my property. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
How was the day?
My day is fine, went well. What about yours?
My name is Rafa. Yeah, I'm fine. Just the weather is too cold.
Okay, you're saying?
Rafa from Ilasa is sort of.
Welcome to the program. What do you have to say?
I just want to talk about myself.
Okay.
I remember when I was at the catcher, with the guys I work with then, so they're into drugs. That is normal drug, the popular one and the smoking one. So I'm around a place whereby you are free to smoke it. You understand? So I go with them, I smoke. But ever since I left there to Isolo that I am now, I only smoke once in a while because there's no free place around the solo. You understand? And apart from that, only there's a church I joined then, and Holy Spirit enter me, and I stop it on my own. It's only take the grace of God. It's not easy. I'm a person that I am alone. I'm on the street. Ever since nobody's monitoring me, I free to do whatever I like. You understand? So I just decided to know where I was coming from. You understand? That was the way my parents trained me, and that was what helped me on my own. But it's all about the grace of God. And I really thank God for my life. Despite the fact that I'm a musician, and even if I want to go to the studio, I don't smoke or I don't drink because whenever I do that,
a good one.
I will not be able to perform well. Because even maybe 2 days ago, me and one guy we talk about that. Guy, you used to smoke, you used to do this. I said no. Just that the way we are trained, because I'm one of the hosts. You understand? We train that we write our song. We write everything. We practice it before we go to the studio. Then gonna those days that we book session that you must do everything. Because if you don't finish it, you have to pay another session. So we practice everything. So and we don't use the smoke because you already know what you want to do in the studio. So me till now, if I write my song, I go to the studio 2 hours, I'm done. So I don't need to smoke. So that is one of another reason why it helped me not to rely on smoking. And another one is I drink alcoholic. You understand? I drink different brands. I drink. But I thank God. Since last month I stopped the drink.
How were you able to stop? Is it still the Holy Spirit? Is it still God that just touched your heart, or there was something that led to that?
I was like, let me just stop this, and I noticed that my body is doing me somehow.
You were reacting. You were already reacting to it.
I just noticed that I'm a slim guy. People don't know that if maybe as I'm not a fat person, like you will not know if I'm actually going down, like I'm over slimming. But me, I noticed because there's some clothes I put on that, as in it's not that my style
no longer fitting.
That you understand? That is where I got to know I'm a Motin. You understand? So I just got I called MC Shoes and MC Dr. Walking Talking. We take it as a joke that they should deliver me. That we drink too much. I drink too much. These days, all these people, they make me start drinking all that. So they thought it's a joke, and they were like, "Okay, they pray for me. Don't worry, laugh. You stop in Jesus' name."
But then you just decided. You took that personal decision to stop.
Decide on my own, and I'm not taking. And I think
Well, that's a good testimony, and I'm happy to hear that one, actually.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us your journey, your experience through what we are talking about on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night to well done.
Thank you. You know, there's a lot to pick from what Rafa said. Aside the fact that it has to come as a personal decision, you know, these things, I said it earlier when I was talking. I said these things, when they want to drag you into the association, addiction association, they will lie to you. They will tell you, you feel better, you will do this, it will do you this, it will do that, all sort of stories. And trust me, they are all lies. Oh, if you can hear me right now, they are all lies. It will make you feel better. It will just add to your problems. It will add. This might probably be the last call for tonight. Hello, what's there?
Hello.
Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah. Please, I'm really sorry for calling, but I'm a very big drug addict. Good night.
Okay. Well, that one was so touching and unexpected. But if you can hear my voice, thank you for calling, and please try to pick some things from what we've been saying on the show, and just pull yourself back from that particular drug you're addicted to. It's not, Rome is not built in a day. It won't just happen overnight. So just keep trying, keep resisting, please. And of course, put God, God, yes. So put him first before that addiction, and trust me, it will definitely get better. Hello. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Okay. Well, we lost that particular one. I think I'll just have to read this particular message we have here and wrap up on the show, because the time to go is coming closer. This one is coming from Christopher is texting us all the way from his solo, saying, good evening, Ma'am Diola. I'm in support with what Aisha said. Yes, charity begins at home. The family is the smallest society, and from each and all families make up a nation. That's true. It's also saying that lack of parental consent, guidance, and support leads to addiction, cultism, and neglect. Saying that we should look at evidence in the society today. A lot of children under the bridge, looking tattered and unkept, smoking all sorts of things, and what's not. I feel like I could help them because, he's saying now he feels like he could help them because they are also humans like him, carried for 9 months and delivered like he was, but not helped by their parent, sent out to fend for themselves. And he's saying that this has led them, there are a lot of girls in the streets selling cigarettes and alcohol at their young age, which is not supposed to be. And I'll also blame, he is also saying he's going to blame the government for not taking up responsibility to curb the spread of uselessness in our country as a whole. And wrapping up, he said, Auntie Diola, I can't go to Oshodi. These boys could just they hail me like say cause they didn't plan their future well. It's so disheartening. And Christopher is saying that he feels so bad. The studio lines are still buzzing, but I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that we can't get on the phone lines anymore, because the time to go is close already. And we've said a whole lot. Callers have called on the show to mention some things that might be the cause of what we have been talking about on the show. Some have even suggested that you have to do this, you have to do that, and that's the only way to get better, get close to God. Parents watching their children, taking personal decision. a lot of things. And like I said, you're listening to me, you know someone who is into this problem, please try to help. And this has been the Tuesday edition of the Unspoken Truth, Which Way Nigeria. But before I leave, let me still emphasize that parents, yes, fathers and mothers out there, this one is very, very important. I won't leave without saying it. Please, we need to talk to our children very early, and also listen when they talk back. There is difference when you are the one doing the talking and you're not getting feedback. You're not listening. It's different, because there is always sense and meaning in what our children are saying, in what our kids tell us back. So nothing should be taken for granted. Nothing should be taken for granted. Imagine you're talking to your son or your daughter in a conversation. You're in a conversation with them and they're telling you, mommy, I want to take this one. No, my friend said that this one will go out and we'll take something. We are adults. You should already understand that there is an external influence trying to get your child, so you prevent that earlier enough. That's why parents-children relationship is very, very vital. In other words, no talks from your children should be overlooked. And also our schools, yes, principals listening to me, you a teacher hearing my voice, please, let's try to reintroduce counseling as a very serious part of education. Please, religious bodies should also create safe places for honest conversations. It's not only to condemn, not only for condemnation. There should be that space for us to have honest conversations and communication that, yes, okay, can help these people get better. And to the very one government, please, it's not just about arresting drug traffickers. It's not just about that. You also need to make rehabilitation centers more accessible for those that needs to be redeemed. Remember that the fight against drug addiction starts with us, in our homes, in our schools, our communities. So we talk, we listen, we guide, and never give up on those who are falling, because like I said earlier, every life saved is a victory for Nigeria. Trust me, tonight's conversation has been so deep. I feel only if you could see me, you could see me if you tune into the YouTube channel right now. I feel so bad on the show, because it has been a deep, honest conversation all through tonight. And that's why I want to say thank you to every single one of you, those who tuned in, those who called and shared a lot with us, their experience, solution, or even the reasons why we are in this situation. Likewise, those that sent messages, or those that just there are some that are just listening quietly where they are, just there, that yes, I really want to listen. And I just want to say thank you for being a part of this space. I used to say this every time, and I'll keep saying it, that it is more than just a radio show. This is family, and I'm truly grateful for your contribution. And I pray that no family listening to me tonight, no family will lose a loved one to drugs. And I pray for healing for everyone battling with addiction right now. I pray that they find help, the hope, and the love that they need to break free. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, share this particular episode with someone who needs to hear it. If you like, there's a particular person you really need to listen to this particular Tuesday edition of the Unspoken Truth, Which Way Nigeria, you can share it with that person. And don't forget, you can catch the replay on YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Yes, Lagos, Nigeria, tomorrow is another day. Yeah, you want to join me at exactly 9:30 p.m. on Voice of the People 90.3 FM for our Wednesday relationship talk. And guess who episode? You know how we do it on the show. We'll talk about something on relationship. We have those relationship discussions, and you know how, you remember how we do it every Wednesdays on the show. There is a segment, the Guess Who segment, where you have to, chance, you have that chance to test the waters in your relationship. You just send me, it just feel like, this particular, I want Diola to help me call my loved one. So on the show tomorrow, I'll be your love messenger, and all you need to do is send me a WhatsApp message. Please, not text message. Send me a WhatsApp message with your name, the recipient contact, and the message you want me to deliver to them. You remember that the message does not have to be very long, not a poem, just a very brief, sweet messages for your loved ones, and I'll call them live in the studios, and we'll see if they can guess correctly who sent the message. But of course, you do not tell them. You are not supposed to tell them to expect a call, so it comes as a surprise to them on the show. So just get your sweet messages ready for me tomorrow, because it's definitely going to be an amazing show you don't want to miss. Also, remember to follow Voice of the People socials: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is the voice of Diola, your radio nighttime partner, and I'm saying, stay safe, stay well, and stay blessed. Good night. Bye bye.